And we are back. When the worm Gilman returned to the Commonwealth, he believed that he had regained something even more important than his freedom, his honor. Gilman relinquished his knighthood and declined an opportunity to serve as the captain on the Blood Border. He was not interested in fighting any longer. Yet it is sometimes the case with those such as he. A circumstance soon came about in which there came a need for him to once again make use of his military training. Thankfully, however, the scribe's return ended peacefully. Gilman was on edge throughout the night, expecting violence to erupt any moment, but the moment never came. Yeah, we understood that. Yeah, okay, got it. He helped the rebellion.
All right.
Awesome.
Never fight again. We love you, Gilman, but they're like, he remained friends. Like, you've told us this with like 4 other people.
Mm-hmm. Patting? Much?
Okay, yeah. There doesn't need to be this much dialogue for what happened to them.
He looked to the left, then he looked to the scars.
Right. He never saw
the stars were fucking black, and then he looked to the right, and then he made himself a cup of coffee, and then he jumped. Jumping was bad, but he was sad. Suicide is bad. Maybe don't jump off of a fucking cliff and give up. Maybe just keep trying, or find a new point in life. Blah, 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 blah. What happened to Volfred?
Okay, he aspired to assemble the liberation rites, representing each of the 8 large eccentric groups in Commonwealth. They would stand together as the 8 scribes returned, tightening its grip, with the rites ending soon. As the ideal scenario became impossible, Sandalwood's own freedom, for instance, was now forfeit, yet the plan did have contingencies. Fortunately, most of those contingencies did not prove necessary. Word reached him that, on the night of the scribe's return, his fellow liberated Nightwings stood together and their voices echoed through the streets. These former exiles who had thought aught had disappeared into the ranks of the Commonwealth's own leadership now stood united with its people, who poured from their homes in solidarity. It was imperative to Sandalwood that this stand against the Commonwealth be peaceful in its nature. An overwhelming show of popular support would be more than enough. Ensuring that this was his priority, and in the end, the result was self-evident. The plan's goal had been achieved. Sandalwood kept busy after that, providing counsel to those who would be on the forefront of the Saharian Union, and of course, being stranded on the downside meant that there was only so much he could do. Resting assured that the future of the nation was in capable hands, he turned his attention to the remaining exiles of the downside. They might never return to the new nation, but at least they could experience its triumphs and struggles in some vicarious way. So he took to his old work, writing and printing. As literacy began to spread again through the Saharian Union, so too did it with exiles on the downside. Take to it. For this part, Sandalwood helped reach as many as he could. All right, cool. He helped both those things. And it's
I feel like I'm slowly going crazy.
I know.
Jesus Christ, man, is that all necessary?
Now you know how I felt. It's just like, oh my God. Burchard.
Several exiles of the Nightwings cared more for the plan of Sandalwood than returned home to the downside, and the grown crowd fucking big group was a prime example. She had found a suitable environment to live within the dismal region known as the Flagging Hands. There she would build up a thriving place of business known to the many exiles in the land.
Okay, that's all we need to
know. Yeah, she returned back and she was fine with everything. She built a bunch of shit and got with fucking Falcon Ron. We already heard about that shit.
Let's go with Brookie. Brookie earned his freedom. Everything was great. However, his judgment wasn't very good. He found himself with a blue tail. He's like, I don't know what happened. I was just minding my own business, and man, that last female, not a great thing.
No, he died of dog AIDS.
All right, bring on your last favorite guy.
Barker Ashpaw, never so much interest in returning to the Commonwealth, for he always found its bylaws to be stifling. So when the rites ended, he did not care at first. He soon grew very bored. The rites had given his life a certain sense of structure as he had always needed. He missed the raw anticipation of it all. He decided to continue conducting the rites for the thrill of it. He bent some of the rules and replaced some of the objects, but it was close enough. His pack mates, the dissidents, proved more than happy to participate, and they just ran against the fucking shit. I'm done.
Okay. Gradually, the other exiles were familiar with the rights as well as those. Something about Barker Ashpaw made a healthy competition. I think he just made like his own thing.
Yeah, he just continued the rights, and he just played on his own.
Yeah, he just started like having his own fights.
Good shit. I don't like. Is that Pamitha's hair?
Yeah.
Was that always her hair?
Yeah.
Wow.
It looked different with the headdress.
It looks really stupid now.
Yes, it does. Okay, she would not be welcome in her native home. She did not trust the Commonwealth either. Instead, she found a place among Volfred Sandalwood's agents, right, help with the plan, disturbing rumor.
She stopped the assault. Okay, yeah, got it.
Pamitha played negotiations with the High Wings. That makes sense. Pamitha fell in love with the reader. They lived happily ever after. The end.
Wow, what a great book.
It's amazing.
Evidently not the end, because there's another fucking 7 chapters in this thing. Oh my God! Yes, we get it. She's a bird lady.
Okay, I do want to see what happens in Edwin. After his liberation, Hedwyn was instrumental in the events leading to the fall of the Commonwealth and was a vital outcome of the plan. That makes sense. He helped make sure it was peaceful. He's a good guy. Hedwyn also was identified to be reborn Goliathan. And more importantly, was that one of the winged harps the High Wing Rise Company. She was later identified as
Fakini Shang. Wow, how amazing! I'm so glad they introduced a new character at this point.
Well, they've actually talked about her a bunch. That was his lover.
Oh, Jesus.
So that was mentioned a couple times.
Okay.
Okay, so
I rescind my previous comment.
So he becomes the bridge between them.
Okay, so he worked between the bird people and then everybody else, and then they had beautiful bird chicks.
Okay, he had broken that vow for now, and in the end, not all of them were able to turn a terrible guilt over his darkened his mood for a time. However, the others whom he still knew lifted his spirits, much like he had often lifted theirs. All of his Nightwings knew the stakes. While the others who stood with the Nightwings were not able to return in contact thus, Hedwyn thought of each of them, and so in turn did they often think of him. All right. Celeste.
After the cycle of the rites ceased turning, the lone minstrel bade the remaining Nightwings take the Black Wagon and seek their fortunes elsewhere in the dark side.
Their parting was heartfelt but brief. He remained there at the summit of Mount Yodelehu with Celeste, where the two of them would chronicle the final outcome of the cycle.
We know all this now through song attributed to them. Some claim these songs originated in the taverns of the Sarian Union and merely were imbued with the weight of folklore.
However, exiles liberated from the downside corroborated each other's claims at having met this duo that presided over the liberation rites. Another folktale suggests these minstrels were heralds of the scribes, having fulfilled their obligations. They depart to the world unknown and rejoin their patrons.
Yeah, that makes sense. One of their famous songs describes another simpler outcome, where the two gave up on their duties to the rights in favor of a life, and they could share something together. Yeah, they fucked. In any case, they are likely to remain the subject of such verses
so I can't blame them.
Such songs, for it was they who watched over the rights and ushered in our times. Goodbye,
are we done?
Friends.
Are we done?
There's one more account which wants me.
No, come on.
This is entirely this game. I know this is this game. This is not a genre that exists. This is just this game.
There's one more account which warrants mention. The Nightwings conducted the rites under the guidance of a reader. Little is known of him.
Yeah, because fuck, we don't need another character.
He killed himself. However, some accounts of him begin to paint a picture. We know he was of common birth, always directionless and prone to misremembering at times. The journey to the downside left him close to death. It was then that the Nightwings found him. They brought him from the brink. He showed them the path. He pressed onward with the others. He did not know how far their path would lead. Thus did the cycle of the rites commence its final turns. When the final rite arrived, the reader's freedom was at stake. At the end, however, he remained in exile. From that point on, accounts of him diverge. It is said the voice which troubled him he never heard again. Some say he sailed across the Sea of Salice, though whether that is true only he knows. Someday, perhaps, that reader's own star shall emerge. Then it shall pierce the dark of the night in all its brilliant glory. Until such time, even after all of us give thanks, I think we're done.
Are you kidding?
Oh my god.
I don't fucking care anymore.
All right, guys. That's
Pyre. That's a
Pyre.
thing that exists.
Know that
Fuck you, Supergiant Games.
those of
Fuck
you...
me for wanting this, and fuck you guys for creating it.
I regret everything. I don't regret anyone that watched this series. If you've enjoyed it,
What the fuck is wrong with you?
we love you. We love you so much. But,
Do we really need this slow of a pan?
no.
Why? Why?
We are defeated. This game beat us. This game took everything from us. Our minds, our sanity.
I could be doing
Purity.
things that are more productive right now. Like thumbing my asshole. Or, I don't know, eating grass. I have fucking a million things I could be doing other than watching the slow pan.
This game has taught us a valuable lesson.
Speed the shit up.
Yes. And then from now on, I'm gonna preview my game. That's pretty cool artwork though, at least. Hey, look at Bae. She's doing like upside down card games with Ruki.
Oh shit, she is, huh?
That's actually really cool art. I like that.
I like it too. Congratulations on having good art, guys.
At least the game is pretty. At least you're pretty.
This game is for someone. I don't know who the fuck it's for, but it's not for us.
It's not for Let's Players. That is for sure.
I as much as I've bashed it, it is not a bad game.
It is not a bad game.
It just fucking goes on forever.
It's really
There's
bad.
no good reason it should do this.
Yes, there is none.
Guys,
Even
this
as-
could have been something entirely different and amazing, and I completely understand what you were going for.
Yeah.
But Supergiant, I am
Greg.
so sad.
Greg Kasavin, seriously, take it back, man. Because at a certain point, you don't even really care. You just want to get to the point of the game, and there's so much extra lore and dialogue. You're just like,
Like I said, this game is built for someone, and it was not us.
No, it was
so
not.
don't look to us for a good review of this game. It's a fine game, but it is not what we were
I give it like a 6 out of
anticipating.
10.
Oh my god, Bae's so cute!
Because it doesn't play bad, and it's not even badly done. It's just the pacing is so slow.
The pacing kills this fucking game.
Now I know why a lot of people. I heard a lot of people started playing this game and then they stopped.
Yeah.
And I get why. Because
Yeah.
it takes so long to get through it. It's
Why are the credits 30 minutes long?
I don't know. Bastion was such a fun game, and even Transistor was a nice, short, sweet game.
They're awesome, yeah.
But this game just dragged.
I know it said visual novel, but this isn't a visual novel. This is just a fucking novel.
This is just a novel with
Playtesters.
no gameplay.
How did you guys let this shit go through?
If this was a book, I would have been interested, but the problem is like there's so many branching paths, but the branching paths don't usually pay off. So you're like, wait, where?
I lost interest in this game way the fuck early when I saw that the pacing was so fucking set back.
Yeah. It's too bad because all the characters are really interesting and they've all got fun backstories.
Hell yeah!
It's got a good lore behind it too. There's so much going for this game. It's just a sad fact that the pacing is really, really slow. Because even if I wasn't playing this in a Let's Play, I probably would have given up.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might have either given up or I would have just started clicking through dialogue and be like, I don't want to read this anymore.
Well, they could have cut so much fat from it. They could have trimmed it all up, but they wanted to sound like eloquent.
I don't know.
It's like when you were given a task from your teacher and they're like, yeah, make sure it's a 6,000 word essay. So you try and just create sentences that mean nothing.
Yeah.
You look to the left.
I like that
then
they
you
have
look
all
to the
these
stars.
voice people doing the acting too. And it's just the sounds for like they'll make. Mm-hmm. But
Is that what
this is
that
great,
what
too.
is that what Big Pritchard looks like?
I wish there had been more of this art as well.
It's different. I
I
like the change of pace instead of just looking at the same stuff. Not that the stuff is
I think
wrong
that's
and bad,
another thing
but-
that kind of killed it too. Is you knew the art was really nice, but at the same time, they did so many of the same stills, and it was so much of just here's a character's face, here's another character's face. Oh, light comes up.
yeah,
Light goes.
different
Light
effects.
is sparked.
What-
There was almost no expressions to the characters. They were just kind of still. And if this was a novel, like you said, it would have been probably really interesting. But then if it's a novel, if they paced it like this, it would have been.
I'm sure the story's great.
Yeah.
I gave the fuck up on it.
I think we gave up, like, after that first session when we did, like, a big bowl, we were like, oh, cool, this is fun. Maybe it'll be over, like, in, like, another session or two. And then it kept going, and then going, and then going, and then going.
I don't know how long we played this game. If it was for 15 hours, it needed to be 5 hours.
Yeah.
God damn it.
This made us rethink our not quitting games.
we quit. We just kept going.
We just kept going.
This was we mentally quit.
This was our Sonic.
Oh, Chad, it's the reader.
This was our Sonic 06, guys. For those of you that have watched all of this, you're amazing.
You're not amazing. You
lo-
guys are fucking insane.
You love watching us break down mentally. If you want a series where we completely lose...
Are you advertising the series at the end of the series?
Yes.
What is wrong with you? This game broke you.
It did break me. It broke me heart.
Why do we need to look at this image for 30 seconds, 40 seconds?
Because it's emotional.
No, it's not! I mean, it is emotional, just not in the way that they fucking think. The emotion is anger.
I did have a fun time doing the voices, though. That was cool.
I don't regret it.
I don't regret
At
it. It was
all.
a good, like, it was a great test for us in some ways.
Of patience?
Yes. It was our most patient.
I wish we had face cam right now, because I'm like motioning at the screen like, hurry the fuck up!
You're like, I want to be done!
Why? Why do we need to pan this slowly?
Because now we're going back to the title screen.
Why? This shit could have been sped up 10 times faster and we wouldn't have lost anything. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sam. Why? Why?
I don't know.
It's books. We get it. Jesus Christ.
It's like this game wants us to read something. Oh.
It's like this game wants me to fucking kill myself.
I think that's it. That's a pretty background, though. Yay! We definitively did it.
All of that and then they just finish it with the end?
The end.
Really?
Okay. Well,
Is that really it?
I think so.
I swear my eyes are still panning because... Oh, True Nightwing! Yes, guys! There's more! We're gonna come back for the True Night... Fuck me. No, we're not. This isn't fun to watch. This isn't fun to play. This isn't fun to... The voices are fun, but, I mean, we're not even good at that, so...
We got better, though.
I think we just went insane and we thought we got better. Fuck this game. I'm done. It's gonna be a bitch to edit, too! I fucking hate this shit! We're not doing any of
Can
that.
I do it this time?
Yeah, you could do it.
Okay.
You could do it alone.
All right, bye, guys. Bebop boop.
Bebop blow my fucking brains out. What the fuck is wrong with us? Why did we play this shit?
I don't know.
Why did we continue playing this shit?
Because I didn't
Because
want
we're stubborn and stupid?
Yes, exactly.
I hate myself just as much as I hate this game.
I hate me.
I hate you too. I fucking hate you, Sam.